Oh, yeah, okay. Hi, everybody. Hope you had a really beautiful day today. Just thought I'd get on tonight and say hi and do another meditation to keep the energy high. It sort of feels like at the moment we're in that it's sort of like described like the space in between, you know, like we're sort of in that things are turning around, like we've sort of come, think everything's going full circle. You can sort of see things are starting to turn around, and it's sort of like we're in that space in between at the moment. And there's also so this is a place of creation, this is a place of power, this is a place of you know, just being in that place of trust, and just knowing that oh my god, there's so many good things happening, you know, and every day there's more and more momentum. And you can see how things in this past couple of years have you know, how it's sort of got, it's had to go full circle. Hi Wendy, beautiful Wendy, whose birthday it is tomorrow. Happy birthday, beautiful Tesla lady. Oh my gosh, have a session. It's life changing. Yeah, so it's sort of like in the past couple of years, you know, all of the things that we were blind to that we've seen, you know, so all of the veils and masks and everything that have been in the external world, you know, the you know, the royalty and the you know, religion and the, you know, movies and all that sort of stuff. So it's sort of like we've had to come through this process of seeing all of these things and then processing them. Hi Helen, hi Patricia. You know, so we've gone through this process, we've gone through this, you know, huge, and you can see how things are turning around. So, hi, beautiful Karen. Yes, I am going down on Thursday. I'll message you after. But you can sort of see how everything has, you know, like we've gone through these process of shock, we've gone through grief, we've gone through, you know, it's been quite traumatizing. A lot of it has been a reflection or a catalyst to heal the wounds, the wounds that we all have, you know, the deep wounds, you know, because it's like everything in the outside world is a mirror of what's on the inside. So it's been a really amazing process, but now we're sort of in this thing, you can see everything lining up, like it's actually quite amazing in the brilliance of the plan, you know, and the perfection of it, you know. And even though we're impatient and we're, you know, when's it going to happen, we get getting dates. I just sort of thought this morning, you know, like we've had all of these dates, but we keep shifting timelines, you know, like last week with the flood, I think we shifted a timeline somehow, you know, energetically, because that's our power that we're all stepping into. And I think we just sort of keep shifting timelines, but we're sort of in this in between space of, you know, you sort of get that excitement, and then they're like, oh my god, this is going to happen, that doesn't happen, the deflation and everything. But there's not even that anymore. It just sort of feels like all of our energy has shifted to such a huge degree. I know that I'm not the same person I was even a month ago. So you know, like we're all of us, we're shifting and changing at this really powerful point at the moment, and we're all at that point of, oh well, you know, what do I do next, and what's my life purpose, and you know, and what can I do? And but it's like what I said a few weeks ago, your life's purpose is the purpose of your day and every moment. What's the purpose of my life today? Because it's going to change. And and a lot of our physical bodies are going through massive changes. And like on Friday night I went to see Tom Barnett at Common Law, and he was amazing, and he was talking about, you know, like if we keep buying into the Rona thing, you know, like all of a sudden we've called it, we're buying into that narrative, and our powerful energy is feeding that. And he's saying you can't catch something that doesn't exist. Our bodies are going through unprecedented change, you know, and humanity, everything's accelerating. Our DNA, our crystalline bodies are being activated, our belief systems are being changed. It's sort of like we're having this, you know, it's like you're going through a computer and you're pulling out the old programs and you're deleting, and you know, and you're putting in new programs, and it's sort of like we're in this space in between of, you know, what's going to unfold and how things are going to manifest. So this is the most potent, powerful time, because from this no space, this place of no thing, comes all things. So when we do the meditation tonight, I'll take you into this space of just that space in between, and it's actually at the end and the beginning of a breath, and I'll teach you about, you know, how we do that. But Spirit's just saying, you know, we really need to amplify now. I need to amplify in what I'm doing with the light, and because that activates other people, and then that activates other people, you know, like we're all here as you know, I just see, like, I'm a light socket. I just plug into source, you know, and I'm just the conduit, but it's everybody's energy that I'm, you know, that we're all collectively across the planet, you know, we're creating this amazing place. And you can feel the change in energy, you know, you can feel, you know, nobody's got any fear of this anymore. And, you know, and those that have will continue to do so, but it's like that's moving out of our reality as well too, you know, so things are just sort of moving, and our multidimensional selves are really stepping up. This is the month that, you know, all of our gifts from past lifetimes are coming through. And also too, because for many of us, like I remember this time in Atlantis, you know, like this is the time that we're sitting waiting, you know, like humanity was about to go through the most expansive, amazing time, and it was already a very enlightened society. So, you know, it was about to be up leveled big time, and then the dark sort of slept in. There was this 5-minute window of opportunity. This is why my 5-minute miracles, you know, you can change the outcome of something in 5 minutes. That's all it takes. So, you know, your life can change in 5 minutes. You know, you might have won lotto in 5 minutes, or someone may have died in that 5-minute time space, your whole life changes. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. And yes, we have already won. And that's what you can feel. Like, you can feel the energy of lightness. You can feel the people feeling really empowered and really, you know, like that warrior spirit within all of us. You know, like there's no fear. It's just like, bring it. Whatever it is, bring it. Because, you know, it's not going to, like, this force field of love that we're creating, and that's the most powerful thing, is you know, and that's what we're doing. So we're in this in between space at the moment, but this is the place of the most power. So we'll do a you know, we'll do a meditation and go into that space, and this is where you just like planting your seeds. Imagine we're going into a garden, you're just planting seeds, and we don't know how those seeds are going to manifest. We don't know. All we need to know is what those seeds are. You know, those seeds are choosing happiness, choosing sovereignty, choosing, you know, divine, perfect partnership with your most compatible partner. House, you know, your home. Like a lot of us at the moment, like I've just decided I'm not going to renew my lease, and I'm just, okay, bring me my home. I want a home now. I want my palace. I want my, not palace, but I want my temple, you know, and it's just going to manifest. But we don't know how or what. And this is what part of what we've had to learn in this process of all of the shifting we've had to do internally. We've just got to let stuff go and trust, you know. And also, I was listening to someone today, and they're saying that, you know, a lot of us are working through our God wound at the moment, you know, because there's a lot of us aren't comfortable with that, whether it be from this lifetime, because it also represents exactly, Karen, trust. It represents the father principle, you know, and there's been times, you know, lifetimes where we've been persecuted and burnt, and God, how could you do this? How could you, you know, so there's a wound with God that a lot of us are actually processing at the moment, because if we don't have that trust in God, which is ultimately in ourselves, it's not about anything outside of us, because we are all of that. And that's what I'll show you when we go into this void. We are all of that. We are equal to all of that. We're equal to a grain of sand, and we're equal to the universe. Each one of us as an individual has the potential to light up a whole city. That's how much power we have in our body, and we haven't even tapped into that yet, you know. And I can just feel this, I know it's just an amazing shift in energy in people, and it's really good. And those that aren't sort of, you know, those that aren't growing with us are just sort of gently dropping away. You know, it's like we've just got to, and we've got to move out of judgment, because I just got, you know, when there's in the place of love, there is no judgment. We've got to stop judging, because when we're judging someone else, we're actually judging ourselves. So we've got to stop doing that. But I don't feel that we're actually doing that as much as we used to. You know, I don't feel that as a collective, you know, we're beating ourselves up as much as we used to, or we're you know, caught up in the things that we used to think, oh my God, I've got to lose weight, or oh my God, I've got to do this, or I've got to do that. You know, it's like all of that's just sort of dropping away, because it's all stuff of the ego, but it's like it doesn't really matter. So we're coming into this place of amazing surrender. I just had the most incredible, exquisite experience today, and very, very soon I'll be able to invite people, but I was invited to go to the most sacred, oh my God, goddess healing sanctuary today, and it has the most exquisite waters with the drops that we use. It has all of the minerals, and went in an infrared sauna, but just the frequency of the water and the frequency and the vibration of the place, it was just like, oh my gosh. And I just said to Angie, beautiful goddess there, I said, oh my God, this feels like being back in the temple. This feels like being back in the healing waters. That was my first ever past life. Years and years ago, I was taken back into these healing temples, and there was this big rose quartz. The whole temple was rose quartz, and there were healing waters, and people would come and they would hand me their clothes at the beginning of the water. They'd come back at the other end, they were healed. We're coming back to that. That is the Christ consciousness. That is the power of who we are. So and then I did hot yoga just before, so it's like, oh my God, I've had a day of intense internal heat today, and it's just awesome. So and whatever the we've just got to not even, like, we've just got to neutralize all of those things, Vicky, you know, like there's no, like, you know, like with our combined energy, we neutralize we neutralize the things. If we neutralize that energy, it has no power, you know. So all of this stuff, it's just more fear porn. It's like, we don't even need to buy into it anymore. It's not part of our reality. Yes, there is a big shake up coming, who knows, but you know, that it's happening every day as we go, you know, and change is a gradual thing, you know. It's sort of like it's this thing that's building momentum. And if you go back to like the first time we were locked down, it's like, oh, you know, everyone was in a state of shock and trauma, you know, and then just everyone eased into it, you know, because as humans, we're the biggest adaptogens on the planet. So no, we don't. Yeah, it's not even about seeing it not happening, Vicky. It's just about neutralizing that energy so it doesn't exist in our realm, because that's what I mean. We're living in multi-dimensional realms. We're living in, you know, just neutralizing it, and then it has no power. And our thoughts, and that's exactly what Tom was saying. You know, if we all say that we've caught the Rona, which I did, I said that I had that, but he said, how can you catch something that doesn't exist? Because you can't catch a virus, and it's about our bodies going through these changes, you know. And so it's like it's that same thing. It's like and with the floods, you know, with our collective energy, it's like, no, we do not consent. It's not happening. So it's the same as with this. We just neutralize it so it doesn't happen. So I'll maybe include that in the meditation. But we're in a really powerful time, and it's really, really exciting, and I can't wait to be able to share this sacred temple with people, because it's just going to be a game changer, and it's for people that are needing that really deep rest and nurturing and honouring. It's about the honouring of the goddess, you know. It's the honouring of the divine feminine. It's about because we are the goddess, you know. And yeah, turn our back on evil, because it's like, don't give it any more energy. Like, whatever, you know, yeah, bring it, whatever, because it's like our power comes within, and that's what this whole process of awakening is about. Their power is an external thing that they need to grab, so so it's like they're never going to have enough, because it's not coming from the inside out. And that's the key to this awakening. Our power, internal power, is coming from the inside out, as it always has, but it's just growing and growing, and it's going to keep on growing exponentially. So oh, how exciting. And yes, there will be some shit that hits a fan, but it needs to, you know. There's still people, it's like, and that was another thing that Tom said, you know, if people don't have the eyes to see, they will never have discernment. You know, if you don't have the eyes to see, if you've got the blinkers on and la 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 la, no, I'm not listening, not going to see that, it's like this tunnel vision thing. You don't have the gift of discernment. And so that's what this has taught us too. There's been things that we haven't wanted to see, but we've been prepared to open our minds and to look, and like, oh my God, you know, who would have thought that that was going on the planet? Who would have thought that this was going on with the children? Who would have thought that? Because it's not part of your consciousness. So we've had to expand our consciousness, you know, and we've come through this amazing process of evolution, and it's just going to get better and better. So we've just got to keep at the moment honouring and nourishing our bodies. Self-care is the most important thing at the moment. Our roles, whatever our roles are, will unfold in any moment. You know, like I'm going down on Thursday. I'm going back down, I'm not sure where, maybe Korakai, wherever, I don't know. But I've got my gathering mission tomorrow, and I'm going down on Thursday. And you know, it's good, because other people are going to start coming down now. You're going to start doing convoys and things, you know, because it's like, that in the 3D world we do need to be aware of, because that's our care, that's our duty of care, you know, like that's our duty of care. Well, it's my duty of care as service for God, for humanity, whatever. This is my duty of care, you know, to continue this process for as long as it's necessary, and then something else will come along, and that's the next life purpose, you know. Like, so every day that unfolds, what is the purpose of my life today? And just sitting in that place of no space, that place in between. So I'll stop waffling now, and just feel so blissed out. Okay, so just take a really, really, really beautiful, beautiful, deep, deep, deep breath in. And as you breathe in, just breathe in the essence of who you are. Breathe in the power of who you are, the beauty of who you are. You are the divine goddess. You are the divine feminine. Feel that beautiful, exquisite beauty of who you are. Just hold on to it. Just breathe it in, and then just... As you breathe out, releasing any false beliefs about the divine feminine, about the divine mother. And this time breathing in pure consciousness of light. Light is a living consciousness, and just feel it as you breathe it in. It's breathing into your cells, your atoms, your DNA. It's the most exquisite experience. Just breathing it into your cells and just feel them oxygenating. And just hold it in and hold it in. And as you hold it in, before you let your breath go, just stop. And then breathe out. And when you breathe out, just stop again. In this place between breaths, just stop. And breathing in again. Just stop. And breathing out. And as you go into that space between breaths, feel it enveloping you. So this time we're going to hold it for longer. So just breathing in, just holding it, and breathing it out. Just stop. And just feel this beautiful expansive energy around you now. Feel it wrapping around you. Feel it enveloping you as you're in the place of no thing, the space in between and the void. And just feel this beautiful inky, it's almost like velvet, wrapping itself around you. Just breathe it in, feel the nothingness. Just observe your thoughts and let them go. Just observe. And in this place of nothingness, see yourself as a grain of sand. Tiny little grain of sand is a tiny little pinpoint of light. So just bring your consciousness down so you're like a tiny little pinpoint of light. Now see that tiny little pinpoint of light slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger, and just till it explodes and you become the light that it's exploded into. So just see that. It's getting bigger and brighter. It's like a beautiful flame, beautiful beautiful sun. See it exploding out now to the universe. See the power of who you are. And see all of these explosions across the universe as we're all doing this simultaneously. Come back to the place of no thought. Now just plant a seed. It's like you're planting a beautiful seed in a garden of your most perfect, compatible partner. connect with the essence of that seed and see that seed growing and sprouting. Planting the seed of perfect health. Feeling in your body the strength and the power of who you are. Totally healthy. All of your cells are pulsating pure positive energy. Planting the seed now of your most beautiful, beautiful home. And it could be a very simple home or an opulent home. It can be whatever you want it to be. But just plant the seed of your most perfect home that's in the most perfect location. That comes in the most perfect time. Just see that seed growing. Now planting the seed of your most perfect wealth. Just easy, absolute abundance. Now planting the seed of your divine self-expression. All of your gifts coming together in the most beautiful package for you to share with the world, for the things that only you can do. There's things that you're here to do that no one else can do. Just planting that seed. Feel a beautiful fine mist coming and watering these seeds. And now planting the seed of your beautiful family and your soul tribe and your community. Planting the seed. Finding your tribe. Just see all of these seeds being watered with the most beautiful, magnificent mist. Add any other seeds in there that you would like, the adventures that you would like to have, the things that you would like to experience. Places you'd like to go, things you want to learn. And just see all of these beautiful seeds now being sprinkled into this place of in-between. And just feeling now the power of the universe connecting with all of these seeds that are being scattered now in the directions to where they need to go, just blowing off out into the wind. And know that you'll land in your perfect place with your perfect mate, with your perfect health, your perfect wealth, your beautiful home. And all of the things that your hearts desire, just by planting these seeds. So remember to come back to this place, to water these seeds and nourish them. Seeing them continuing to grow. Feel these things in your life. Feel them manifesting. Feel yourself in your beautiful home. Feel yourself in the arms of your beloved. Feel yourself traveling. Feel yourself abundant and happy. And ultimately feel the joy of who you are, planting the seed of joy and celebration. Just feel that being planted. See all of these seeds, they're being watered. See them growing, they're pushing their way through the soil. Feel the sacredness of this. Feel everything unfolding in its own time and space, trusting and knowing that the universe, there's nothing you need to do except water these seeds and feel the life that you want to create, drawing it to you like a magnet with grace and ease, and so it is. So now as we come back into our body, we have a new awareness of manifestation in a completely different way. And as we come back into our body, we plant the seeds for all of humanity, of all of the things that we've planted for ourselves and for those around us. Calling in the higher self cloaks of all of humanity now, the higher selves, to activate this within each and every being on the planet. For the beautiful awakening that's going to come with humanity. Seeing the roller coaster of emotions that will come, but it will also pass very fast as the hearts are opened and awakened, and we are there to assist in the process. And just feel now the beautiful healing energy of who you are. Feel that embody all of who you are. Feel it saturating your cells, your atoms, and your DNA. Realize that you are the most magnificent version of God and Goddess, and that you are more powerful than you realize, and that you have so much love. You are loved, and you have so much love around you. So just feel this nurturing energy, and feel it as your higher self auric cloak wraps itself around you, and you come back home into your physical body. Come back to this place, the space between thoughts, the space between words, and create now your life the way you want it to be. Continue to water the seeds, and remember to always pull out the weeds. So as you come back into your body now, you've been activated again at a higher level. Very subtle to start with, just allowing the beautiful manifestation of all of the seeds that you've planted. And remember not to be like the farmer, that as soon as he saw the shoots popping out of the earth, he was tugging and pulling. Allow the gentle unfoldment and the perfect growth and the perfect and divine timing for all that your heart's desires, and know that it is done, and so it is. Right. Still feeling blissed out for my day. So this is a really good, just in between, no mind, no ego, just in the place between breaths. And every time you go there and you expand it, you'll be amazed at what comes through. So this is just remembering our ancient gifts. So sending you all so much love. I'm not sure if I'll do one tomorrow night. I'll see how I go, but I am going down on Thursday, so I'll keep you posted. I'm not quite sure where yet. I'll just go where spirit guides me, and that's my life. I'm spirit driven, you know. There's no plan. There's a bigger picture, but there's no plan. It's just spirit driven. So that's a really fun place to be. So sending you all so much love, and yeah, I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Lots of love.